Good morning, everyone. I am Sanjeevni Patwa from SIRTE Bhopal SAGE Group. Now, today I am delivering a lecture on the topic of structural model, which is the subject topic of the subject software architecture, 7th semester, unit 2. Now, let's start with the what is the structural model. First of all, a structural model is a architectural map for a large software system or family of system. It can be a static or dynamic structural model, and a structural model indicates the form of the general solution of the system, and it provides a general solution of the system. It means architectural model is a structure of any project, any software, and so structural model indicates the general solution of the system. Structural models of software display the organization of a system in terms of the components that make up that system and their relationship. A structural model shows the organization's components, classes, and their relationships. Structural models may be static models, which shows the structure of the system design, or dynamic model, which shows the organization of the system when it is executing. So basically, structural model shows both type of models, static or dynamic. Now, structural model, when you created this structural model, the structural models of a system, when you are discussing and designing the system architecture, means it is the when we work in the designing phase for development of the software, so we have to need to prepare, create the structural model. And now structural model of software displays that make up the system and their relationships. uh, it may be static or dynamic, and uh, in the static system architecture, designing will be static, and components shows the static functions or responsibilities. And whenever it prepare a dynamic model, so it shows the execution state, and it shows the process of the project and the architecture. Now these static parts are represented by classes, interfaces, objects, components, and nodes. Okay, so structural models basically represented by the classes, interfaces, objects, components, and nodes. Structural diagrams can be subdivided as follows. These are the list of the diagrams by which we can prepare a structural diagrams, like class diagram, object diagram, component diagram, deployment diagram, package diagram, and composite structure. Now there is a table in the screen. You can see there is a diagram and the description. When we are preparing the class diagram, so it represents the object orientation of the system and shows how classes are statically related. Now whenever we are talking to the object, so whenever we want to create an object diagram, so it represent a set of objects and their relationships at runtime, and also represent the static view of the system. Now next one is the component diagram, and here describe all the component and their relationship, interactions, and interface to the system. So now what is the difference between the classes and components? So we can say the component is a big class and component is a collection of the class, but we cannot say that the class is the component. So there is a difference between both. So class is when we use class is used for breaking the problem. When we want to create easy when we want to create an easy method and easy way to find out the solution of the problem, so we create the classes, and the component is the big class of the project. So now next one is the composite structure. Describe inner structure of a component, including all classes, interfaces of the component, etc. Package. Now package diagram describe the package structures and organization, covers classes in the package and package within another package. It means it means uh, package structure and organization means whenever we want to cover all the classes in the one package. So it also shows the relationship between package. So the package diagram. And next one is the deployment diagram. Deployment diagrams are a set of nodes and their relationships, and these nodes are physically entities where the components are deployed. So these are the diagrams and the descriptions of the structural model. Now, this is the example of the structural model. We can say the class diagram is the one of the best example to understand the structural model, how to work and how to prepare, how to create a structural diagram. So class diagram is one of the type of UML diagram which is used to represent the static diagram by mapping the structure of the systems using classes, attributes, relations, and operations between the various objects. So now class diagram has three type of partitions, and between this classes, attributes, relation, and operations between the various objects. Now class diagram has the various classes, each has three part. First partition contains class name, which is the name of the class or entity which is participated in the activity. Okay, and second one is the contain class attribute, shows the various properties of class. Third partition contains class operations, which shows various operations performed by the class. Relationship shows the relation between two classes. So there is a three part of the in the class diagram. We will see in the diagram there we can see there is a book, librarian, transaction, member record, and a bill. These are the components of the, these are the classes of the your project, your problem, or we can see in the three partition in the each box. If we are looking in the book class name, so we see in the book ID, author, name, price, rack number, status, edition, and date of purchase. These are the attributes of the book. Same as librarian has two attributes like name and password. Okay, so second partition is belongs to the attributes name, and the third one is the operations. Third partition is shows the operations of the particular class. Okay, like display book details and update status. We can see in the book class name of the class book, and it contains two types of operations like display book details and update status. So these one block completes three types of information like class name, second one is attributes, and third one is the operations. So it create a class diagram like this. We have 5 classes in this project: book, librarian, transaction, member record, and bill, and each one is related with the association, relationship, issues, creates, request, creates, refers, space. These are the classes. Now another one point is that there is three more classes like journals, magazine, study books in the book class. It inherits the all the properties of the books class. So this is the example of the class diagram. तो इसी तरीके से हम class diagram को prepare करते हैं. Thank you so much everyone.